Hello civil engineers, welcome back to the lecture. So in this lecture we'll try to see how to find the concrete and the column shuttering quantity. So if you remember, see, we are done up to here, we have done the excavation, then we did the PCC. After the PCC we have done the footing concreting, right? And one thing I hadn't shown you the footing the PCC part. I'll quickly show you the PCC one. Okay, in the while explanation I missed that part, but I'll just show you. If you know, it's well and good. If not, for someone who doesn't know that, I'll show that. Yeah. Okay. So once you're done with the excavation, then if you're doing the soling also, after that, no, you have to do the PCC. I'll show you the PCC part. Yeah, so this is your PCC part, okay, which we had done. Okay, so this was the length of your PCC, this was your breadth of the PCC, and this part is your thickness of the PCC. And the length, you know how we calculated, whatever was your footing size, both the side we have taken the offset, which was 50-50, and on the breadth side also we did the same thing. Okay, so in this way you're supposed to what you do, do the PCC quantity, and we had done it, but since I not shown you the image, that is why I'm showing you here. Yeah. Okay, now we'll go to the column part. So column footing is done. After the footing, you can see this column has been put up, right? I need to find the shuttering quantity for this footing, for this column, and then the concrete quantity. This is what I'm supposed to do. Okay, so how do you do this? Again, same thing. For that, I need to refer my drawings. I'll go to the drawing again. So this is the drawings what I have. So in this drawing, if you observe, no, on each footing, the column number has been given. Like, see, this is my F7 footing. On this F7 footing, I have C27 column, right? In the same way, this is my F8 footing. On that, C28 column is given. See, whatever number they have written inside, no, this is a column number. And this is my footing number. F2, we have C25. Okay. F9, we have C26. And then in this way, everywhere the number has been given. Now, before we start with that, we need to group them. Why is that so? Because you see, whatever height I want to find, no, it depends on the depth of my foundation. That means I'll show you the cross section part. See, so now actually I'm supposed to find this particular height. Which is that height? This height I require. From here to here, this height is required for me. Okay, this height I'm supposed to find. I can find it, but this height depends on the depth of your foundation. Okay, so in few foundation we saw that, like F1 footing. If I go back here, see here, like this F1 footing has a depth of 400, whereas the F3 footing has a depth of 500, F5 footing has a depth of 600. That means the column height is going to vary based on the foundation. Whatever footing we have, over that we have column. So whatever is a footing dimension depth, based on that my column length is going to either increase or decrease. So that is why we need to group them now. So what we are going to, we'll try to find all the columns here. So like for example, we'll start from F1 footing. Okay, so where is my F1 footing? Yeah, I'll write in this way. This C1 column is resting on F1 footing. So I need to write in this way. You're getting my point? For once this is done, next I'll find F2 footing. So again, I have F2 footing. Where I have F2 footing? Okay, I'll explain you all these things. Just understand. Here I have F2 footing. So on this F2 footing, I have C25 column. Again, there is another F2 footing. So another F2 footing is somewhere here. See, on this F2 footing again, C12 column is there. So here C12 column is there. And on this F2 footing, C25 column is there. Okay, fine. Next, after that, again on F3 footing, this is my F3 footing. I have C20 column. Then again on F3 footing, where is my another F3? So another F3. Yeah, you see here, this is also F3. On this I have C9 column. Another F3. On this we have C10 column. So now what you're supposed to do, you need to write the footing on F1 footing, which column is coming. On F2 footing, which column is coming. F3 footing, which column is coming. F4 footing, which column is coming. This you need to identify first, and only then we can find the height of my column. Otherwise it's difficult for you to do. So that is why, to make our task easier, what I have done, I already made those things. Okay, so if I come to this sheet number 8, or maybe sheet number 1, yeah, sheet number 4, yeah. So you can see here, I already done all these things, right? C1 column on F1 footing, then C8, C12 and C25 column. These columns are resting on F2 footing. Then C9, C10, C11 and C20. This column are resting on F3 footing. Then C13, 16. This column are resting on F4 footing. In this way, I've made this particular thing. Okay. Now, quickly I'll explain you how it has been done. Okay. Fine. First, we'll start with F1 footing. Okay. Okay, I'll go with F1 footing. So first tell me how many F1 footings are there? There is only one F1 footing, so no problem. Directly I can say wherever is my F1 footing, no, there my this particular column is coming. So my F1 footing is here. So what is that? This is F1 footing. Which column is coming? C1 column is coming. So I've written it already. I already written that on F1 footing, C1 column is there. Okay, you write it down separately. Fine. Next we'll go with F2 footing. Again, I'll go back here. Now this is my F2 footing. Again, I'll start searching from here. How many F2 footings are there? Three footings I need to find. That means three columns will come. Three footings. On each column, one column will come. On each footing, one column will come. So three columns should come. So there is no F3 here. Yeah, one F3 is here. Where is that? One F3 is here. What is the column name? C20. I'll write it down here. Okay. C20. Okay. After that, again, where is my F3? Where is my again? I'm finding F3, right? Wait, I think I should find F2. Sorry, F2 I'm supposed to find. Okay, yeah. So see, one F2 footing is here. Which column is coming? C25. I'll write C25 here. So C25. Okay. Next, after that, again, where is your F2 footing? Again, there's no F2 footing here. There's no F2 footing here. Yeah, there's another F2 footing here. Okay. Which column is coming? C12. So write down here again, C12. Then where is your another F2 footing? Another F2 footing. I don't have any F2 footing here. Yeah, I have another F2 footing here. And on that we have C8 column. So I'll write here C8. Understood? So three footing we wanted and three columns we got. Okay. So same thing I'll write it here in Excel sheet. You can see here C8, C12 and C25 column on F2 footing. So I written the same thing C8, C12 and C25. Got it? Yeah. Now we'll go for the next again. So it's a bit tedious task, but this is very important. Otherwise, it's difficult for us to find the quantities. Now, on F3 footing, F3, there are four footings. Okay. So we'll quickly try to find where is my F3 footing. So there is no F3 footing here. There's one F3 footing here. Can you see that? Here. So which is that column? C20. I'll write C20. Okay. You note it down separately. Then again, there is no F3 footing. Okay. Then again, there is no F3 footing here. No F3 footing here. Yeah, there is F3 footing here. You can see F3, F3 and F3. What is the column here? On this it is C9. On this F3 it is C10. On this F3 it is C11. So I'll write it down here. So it is C9. Then we have C10 and then we have C11. Got fine. Four footings we wanted. C3, four we got. I'll go to the Excel sheet. See here what I've written. C9, C9 is here. C10, C10 is here. C11, C11 is here. C20, C20. Column on F3 footing. Got it? So in this way, you're supposed to find it for all the footings. Okay. Next, quickly, I'll do everything. Don't worry. You have to just concentrate and do it. I'll not skip anything. Okay. F4. There are two number of F4 footing. So quickly, let you also do it so that it will be fun for you. There's no F4 footing here. There is no F4 footing here. There is no F4 footing here. Yeah, there is one F4 footing. Which column is coming? C13. Write it down. C13. Okay. And then, yeah, then another F4 footing is here only. Which column is coming? C16. Write it down. C16. Okay. Two are done. Done. Because there were only two F4 footings. Yeah, you see, C3, yeah, C13, I got it here. C16, I got it here. Column on F4 footing. Now, F5, F6, F7, F8, and F9 is left out. So I'll not do this now. Okay, anyhow, let me do that. Quickly, I'll do that. Okay, I'll not verify. Quickly, I'll do that. I'll not write this time. Okay, F4 is done. I'll find for F5 now. F5, how many are there? F5, there are three footings. So on F5, there are three footings. There is no F5 here. Yeah, C21. Remember, C21. I'll write it down. C21. Then again, we have here C22. C22. And F5, C22, then F5, yeah, C15, okay, C15, and F5 is done. Then again, where is F5? There's no F5 here. This is F3, and yeah, done. There's no F5 again. Okay, now we'll verify. F5, okay, fine. C15, yeah, C15 is done. C21, yeah, C21 is done. C22, yeah, C22 is done on F5 footing. Done. Okay. Next, after that, we'll go with F6 footing now. Again, go back to the drawing. F6, you first see how many footings are there. F6, there should be only one footing, no problem. Quickly, we'll find that one footing of F6 number. So there's no here. I mean, there's no footing there. No footing there. F6, F6 should be somewhere here. Yeah, you see on F6, this is that combined footing. Okay, this is a F6 footing. On this footing, how many columns are coming? C2 column is coming, C6 column is coming, then C7 column is coming, and C3. That means C2, C3, C6, C7. Remember, we'll see here. Yeah, C2, C3, C6, and C7 on F6 footing. Now, last another two footings will do. F7 footing will find. So again, where is my F7 footing? How many numbers are there? F7. F7, I have three footings. Okay, quickly I'll start. F7, yeah, one is here. So what is the column name? It is C27. Okay, then again, after that, no F7, yeah, another F7 is here. Okay, which column is coming over that? C23. All these things will not be given in the drawing. Okay, when you start to work, it will be not given. So you need to spend your time, and F7 is here, C17, and try to do all these things. That is why I'm spending so much time here. If you understand for one, it's simple. Yeah, three are done. So I'll go back to the Excel sheet. So on F7 footing, C27, yeah, C27, C23, yeah, C23, and C17 done. Last two footings are there F8 footing I'll find. So F8 footing, first you try to see how many footings should come on F8. I mean, how many F8 footings are there? Three are there. So quickly we'll find that F8. We'll start from here. So one is here, F8 footing. Which column is coming? C28. So write C28. Okay. Then F8. Yeah. Okay. Another F8 is here, C4 column. So it is C4 column. I think one we have missed, no? We have to see F8. F8. This is, where is my another F8? Yeah, another is here. See, this is F8. So C18 column. C18 column. Done. Everything is done. Go back to the Excel sheet. C4, yeah, C4 is matching. C18 is also matching. C28 is also matching. Right. Last one footing is there, that is F9 footing. And obviously there is only one footing on F9. I mean, there's only one F9 footing. Yeah, F9, there is only one. So obviously, you see here on F9 footing, there is C26 column. Okay, that's it. So I written that here. That is on C26 column on F9 footing. So this task you're supposed to do. So once you're done, 50% of your work is done. Now you just have to copy this, okay, and come and paste it here. Okay. So now what we are trying to find, we are trying to find this thing, which is that shuttering work for neck column till the plinth beam top. Okay. I'll copy this. So the next activity is here. Which one? Seventh one, right? Seventh one. And what is the activity name? It is a, okay, Control C. Yeah. So this is that activity. Shuttering work for neck column till plinth beam top. So this is very important. This particular point is also important. Till plinth beam top. Okay. So this will make it bold. Okay. And this I'll use a different color. This blue color. And this is no fill. Fine. Okay. This is also not required. No borders. If you want to remove the border, you have to go for no border. The border will go. Okay, fine. Yeah. So this is done. Now you have to write all those things. See, already I've written it here. Same thing I could have copied. This I could have copied. Else already I've written here. This thing I'll copy. Okay. So this thing I'll copy one by one. So yeah. Else I have to write it down. Anyhow, I'll write it down. It will take some time. Okay. I'll quickly copy and put it here. Okay. The font is big here. Yeah. So it looks good. C1 column 1, F1 footing, first one. Then after that, C1 this much footing. Okay. This much column. I'll write it in second line. Again, this size we have to reduce. Yeah. Wait, let me reduce all this size first. Okay, you write it because already I have written it. So I'm just copying it. But you need to write it on your own. Only then you can, I know. Yeah. Then you can understand all these things. Hmm. Next. Three is done. Fourth one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fifth one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sixth one. I'll reduce the size later. Let me first copy everything. So this is seventh one. Then this one. You have to write the column size also so that it is easy for us to do the estimation. So I'll tell you how to write the column size also. First you copy up to here. Okay. You have to prepare the Excel sheet. I won't be sharing my Excel sheet. Already I've told you that. Okay. Yeah, fine. If you want, you can increase this thing, row height of this. Try to keep it as 18. Yeah, now it looks good. And this size also you can increase it. 14 looks good. 12, 14 is good. And then you try to increase this part. Okay, not an issue. I think, yeah, some more. Now it's okay. Good. Now, if you want, you can do the alignment of this so that it's exactly at the center. Yeah, this looks great. Um, no field. Yeah. Now you understood what I've done. Everything, whatever I had written it here, no, this part I've copied there and I've written it here. Only the change is that the C1 column size I've written. That also you need to write. How you'll write that? Very simple. Go back to the drawing. Here, for all the column, the sizes is given. You have to go to the column schedule. See, this is my column schedule. Okay. Here the column schedule is given. Like what is your C2, C3, C6, C7 column? What is the size of that column? Okay. Then C8, C9, C10, 12 and 13. What is the size of that column? Then C11, C1, C11, C17, 18, 25. The column size is this. You can see for all the column, the sizes has been given. So in this way, you need to differentiate first and write down all the column at once. Okay, all the column size you're supposed to write it here. The same thing I've done it here. I've written all the column size here. Okay, like C1 column, C8, C12, C25 column, the size is 200 by 350. So C26 column, I'll verify for two columns. I'll verify for C26 column what is the size. So C26, I'll go here and let me check for C26 number. So C26, yeah, C26 is here. Okay. And what is the size of the column? It is 200 by 500. So same thing I've written it here, 200 by 500. Again, I'll verify for this column, that is C8, C12 and C25. I'll write it here. C8, C12, C25. Yeah. So first is C8. So where is my C8 column? C8, it is not here. C8, C8 is here. What is the size? It is 200 by 350. Okay, it is 200 by 350. What is C12? So C12 is also again 200 by 350. C25, C25 is here. Again, it is 200 by 350. Fine. So all the three columns, the size is same. So that is why I will put it here. Okay. That is how you're supposed to do. Now, here there might be one problem. For example, that we make it bit complicated. So sometime what will happen? Now let us consider your C8 and C12 column. That is C8 and C12 column was 200 by 350. Whereas your C25 column was actually, let us consider, instead of 350, no, I'll consider this to be 450. I'll consider this to be 450. In that case, what will happen? You cannot put that in this combination. You cannot put that in this combination. For that, you need to provide, yeah. Yeah, for that, what you need to do? You need to come here. Yet. See, I'll click here. I'll say control and enter. Okay. So I'll insert one more row here. I'll repeat it again. See, I want to insert one row after this. Okay. So I'll go to 114. I'll select that. Control and enter. Sorry, control and plus. If you do control and plus, you'll get one more row here. Otherwise, the other option is like what you're supposed to do. You have to come here, right click. There's option here, insert. Instead of doing that, the shortcut is come here, keep it 114, control and plus. Done. One row is inserted. Now what I will do, I'll copy. I'll take out this C25 column. I told for C25, right? Yeah. Yeah, C25 was 200 by 450. Now in the Excel sheet, I'll write here C25, okay, column, where on F2 footing only, on F2 footing only. But this time, the size whatever you have, no, it is 200 by 450. So in this way, you need to differentiate it. Why? Because the moment this column, because here what has happened, it is 350, but here the footing size is 450. So a column will vary. That is why I made another row here. Okay. So whenever you do the quantity estimation, these things you need to keep in your mind. But now we'll not make it complicated. I'll go with the same thing that considering that this is actually, yeah, this is actually 350 only. But there may be certain cases when you try to do, you may get certain columns, even though they fall on the F2 footing only, the size may be different. Okay, very simple. In that case, you have to follow this. Okay, otherwise, rest all things, whatever I have written, they all are correct. You can go with that. Okay, fine. So this is done. Next, coming to the units, I'm finding the shuttering quantity. So I'm finding the shuttering quantity. So it will be exactly, it will be in square meter. Okay, it will be square meter, make it bold, and then this thing, yeah, and then you drag it in this way, and then this will make it to the center. Okay, fine. After that, next is number of item description and all those things I'm supposed to do. I'll copy this in this way. Let me put a, yeah, done. I'll give all borders. I'll make everything at the center, and then yeah, 14 is what I need. Okay, and this I'll keep it as this portion. Okay, fine. Now number of members, yeah. Now again, number of members, you're supposed to add number of members. So it is very simple. How many columns are there? C1. So I'll write 0, 1 here. Okay. Again, that you cannot find from the drawing. It won't be written. Okay. I think it might be written in some drawing. We'll check out if you're lucky. Yeah. You're lucky that it is already written here, but this is of no use to us. This is a column number they have written. I'll directly take it from the Excel sheet only. Now again, here how many columns are there? 1, 2 and 3. So I'll write 0, 3 here. Here how many columns are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll write 4. Here how many columns are there? 1 and 2. So 2 columns. 1, 2, 3 columns. Fine. Here 1, 2, 3, 4 columns. Fine. Here 1, 2, 3, 3 columns. Here 1, 2, 3 columns. 3. And here only one column. Fine. So totally, can you count how many columns are there so that we'll verify? Okay. How do you do that? Equal to sum. I'll write open bracket and let me count from here to here. So there are 24 columns altogether. Now, how is that columns has increased? Because footings we had 21, but how is that the column you have got 25? Pretty simple, because we had one combined footing, and in one combined footing there are four columns. If there are, okay, we'll quickly do that. Simple calculation you need to understand. That's it. See, I'll try to count the column now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and this is 20. Okay. Now come here. 21, 22, 23, and 24. Done. And on the Excel sheet also I got 24. That means my calculation is correct. Now come to the shuttering part. Length, width, and depth or thickness is given. How you'll find that? Again, it's a shuttering quantity. It will be in square meter. Remember the formula. Take the perimeter of the column, multiply by the height of the column. You'll get the shuttering quantity. So that means this width part is not required for us. I'll cut it. Okay. This width part. Yeah. This width part is not required. I'll cut it in this way. Sorry, not this one. This part. I'll go to the shapes, and from the shape I'll take it. Okay. This is not required. That means not required in the sense. Then you copy that. Keep it here this time. And then you copy. Okay. Fine. Done. Or you can even put dash. No problem. Now come to the length. So length, again, this is shuttering quantity. Right. For your understanding, I'm writing it is perimeter. Okay. Perimeter. Done. For our understanding, we have written it as perimeter. Make it bold if you want. And then if you want, color it. Okay. We had given red color last time. We'll try to keep the same red color. Now it's understood that it is perimeter. Okay. So how you will find that? So again, simple. 200 and 350. 200 is the breadth of your column. 350 is the depth. So shuttering I want to find, that is perimeter. I'll explain for one column. Yeah. Yeah. This is 200. This is 200. What is the size of that? 200 by, yeah, 200 by 350, no? Yeah. Yeah. So this is 200. This is 350. Again 200. And this is 350. Find the perimeter of this. Very simple. 200 plus 350 plus 200 plus 350. Okay. Uh, you can tell me in mm also. So 200 plus 350 plus 200 plus 350. So 1.1, that is 1100 meter. Okay, this perimeter I got. So whatever perimeter I got, if I multiply this perimeter with the height of this height, if I multiply from here to here, I'll get the total shuttering quantity. So this height I don't know. How will I find this height? It's very simple. How will I find? You have to go to the cross section. Now in the cross section, they mentioned this part. Okay, they mentioned this part. That is, you can see from here I want the height. From here to here. Okay, that means from the top of my foundation, from the top of my foundation to the top of the plinth beam, I need to find my column height. Now remember one thing. In one of my earlier course, I told you to take the height of the column till the bottom of the plinth beam. Since many students had doubt, this time what I'm doing is I'm going to take it till the top of the plinth beam. Not a problem. You can even follow that method also, but that method is little difficult to understand. So what you do this time, you'll take it up to the top of the plinth beam. That is also okay, not an issue. Okay. So what we'll do, from the top of the foundation to the top of my plinth beam, this will be my height of the column. Now how it has to be found, I'll explain that in the next lecture. Okay. Now you understand the concept again. This height I'm supposed to find. So in the next lecture, I'll explain you how this height has to be found, because there's a lot of calculation to be done. And then we'll try to find the shuttering quantity for this particular column. Okay. So I hope you have enjoyed my lecture up to here. We'll see you back in the next lecture. Thank you.